Good morning, children. Let's continue the topic on HTML. We were talking about fonts. We did some programs on font. Let me share the screen with you. Okay, you know in the font tag that by default HTML document uses Times New Roman as their default font face. That is the text that is displayed is always in fonts in Times New Roman. But at times you want to change a few words, some appearance, then you can use different font sizes, font colors. And so this is done with the help of a font tag. And I already showed you how you can use 2, 3 font tags and then it will select which font tag is available and it uses it, right? So we'll do a program. I'll open the notepad and I'll do it now only so that I can keep things ready for you. HTML, this next step would be head, you know the steps, title, and we are learning about fonts, so I'll say font and I'll close the title. Then you know body would be, you want to use any color you can use, it's your wish. Or you want it white, you can only keep it white. So I'll say body color and I'll say pink. Yeah. And you know that you need to close the body tag. You need to close the HTML tag. This is how it is. Okay. As I said, we are going to use font. Okay. So we'll give 2, 3 names in the font. Say Comic Sans, and we'll use Arial. Okay. So I'm taking font. Okay. And I'll say equal to COMIC. Comic Sans, SANS, and then I'll say Arial. It'll take whatever is available, right? And I'll close the font. I'm using 2 fonts here. You can use how many fonts you want. I can even use Cooper. We used last time, no? COOPER. We'll put another font here, right? And then we'll say some text. This is a font, say trial. Training program. Okay, TRAINING. And then I'll close the font. Yeah, I'll save it. File, save as. I'll save it on the desktop as fonts dot html. Never forget to put the dot html. So I'm saving it, right? This is the program that I've created. You can see font dot html. You can always check it on the desktop whether it is there. And where's that? Fonts dot html. So I'm opening. So see how it came. This is a training program font. And you can even put the text color. Say I'll add your color. Sorry, this should come before only. Sorry, I put the closing tag here. I don't know why. So it will select any one file, save, and we'll put them all side by side so that like last time I can show you both of them, right? So I saved it here, file and save. I'll put them both side by side so that you can see, and then you refresh. So whatever you select, it will come. So if you just want only one particular, you can select whatever you want. Say I select Cooper. Last time I showed you how to do it, right? And here you go refresh. So Cooper is one of the fonts, I think. COOPER. SHO, show card Gothic. We'll see whether this works. Some of them don't work. So you need to check all of them. This is so that it's very clear to you that I'm selecting something which is yeah, COOPER I had selected. COOPER. Font face, sorry. Font face. And then I'll say color equivalent to red. So here, Hooper and red has worked out. Let's go to the next step. So this is how you change your text. The next step would be, I showed you font size. You can change the size, whatever you want. So I said color, and you can add your size. The sizes, are from 1 to 7. So I'll say size equivalent to, I'll say 5. Let's see what happens to it. File, save, and you open your Explorer and refresh. See, 5 has become big. You know that the sizes are till 7, 1 to 7, actually with Times New Roman. So you can see here how it's become big. Okay, that's the size. That's all about the size. So where number ranges from 1 to 7, numbers 1 represent the smallest size and 7 represents the largest size. And by default, the value of the size starts from 3. So if I say it should start from 3 by default, that is, the font size will start from 3. You write 1 or 2 or whatever it is, it starts by default from 3. Now changing the text color, I already showed you. In the font, you can add as many attributes you want and then change the color to maroon, MAHRON, and see how it looks, MAHRON. Instead of red, I'm saying it would be almost the same. MAHRON, maroon, MAHRON, maroon color. It's also just like red, right? And say refresh. See, maroon. So I've used that too, and the text will be displayed. Coming to the next one here, you can, now you know by default it is in Times New Roman, and to change it from Times New Roman as a default, that is every time you open your program, it will change to that you use the base font. So base font and face, and then you put whatever name you want. Okay. Automatically every program should come with this name. Okay. So if I add your base font, it should work with that. But I'll say we'll select some other font so that it would become the, but it should be applicable because most of them don't come as base font type, right? Britannic. So Comic Sans MS will say, okay, we'll take this one, Comic Sans MS. Control C, copy it. And here you'll just remove this one. Okay, and here you paste Comic Sans MS. And instead of saying font, you'll say base. You can see already the default is changed here, right? To Comic Sans MS. You can see it's totally changed. Okay. This is how you change the default. So whenever I'm writing, it'll only come in that for comics and this one. See, it's changed already because I've selected this. This is the default. So if I say base font, if I change it to Arial, you see what will happen. ARIAL. So automatically this will change. The Arial color is coming. This is how you use your base font, and you can change the size and it keeps changing. Next is strike. If you want to strike any text, you use the strike, some such a situation you want to show that this part of the web page is should be striked out, then you use the strike. So let's use the strike command, the strike tag. Okay, and here, and I will write here strike, S-T-R, strike, and I will also close the strike tag, and we'll see what will happen. I'll put it on the next line so that it's easy to see. Before the font, I'll close the strike. Let's see what happens. File, save. We'll see whether this thing is striped. Refresh, see, it is striped. So when you don't need any thing, you just use the strike tag. Now here in HTML, you know, HTML full form is hypertext markup language. It's used to create internet web pages. And you need a text editor like the WordPad or a Notepad. And the tags are something that create your HTML document. There are two types of tags. Okay, one more thing very important is base font is an empty tag. So here you don't have to use the word font. Base font is an empty tag. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you. Base font is an empty tag. Clear? So attributes, you know, how it controls, like the font tag has so many attributes. And you know the structure, it starts with HTML, then head, then title, then body, and all the closing tag. The background color and background are the attributes for the giving a background to your page. HN is nothing but heading 1, which is the lowest, and H1 is the highest, and H6 is the lowest. HR is a horizontal rule where you draw a line. And these are some of the text formatting: bold, italics, underline, strike, and the font. You have also font face, font size, font colors to give more attraction to your, what should I say, HTML program. Base font is to change the default of your base. This is your worksheet. Complete the worksheet, which is on page number 98 to 102. And dash is displaying bold text B in the angular bracket in the tags. And for dash tag is used to display enclosed text in the center. It's the center, that is A. You can just go through it. Which of these is not an attribute of font? You have font face, font size, font color, not font alignment is wrong. So font alignment is not an attribute of font. Attribute of changing horizontal rule. The color, to change the color, you use a color to change the extension for HTML is .htm or .html. Coming to the next page. True or false, HTML document can be saved with .htm or HTML. True. HR is an example of container tag. No, HR is an empty element. So it's false. Attributes are always placed in closing tags. False. Attributes don't go into, it's the font. Font, the attributes of font color doesn't go in the closing tag. Font size does, only font is the main type of for the HTML, and the others are all attributes. Times New Roman is the default font. Yes, true. Font size varies from 1 to 6. Font size is from 3 to 7. Sorry, but headings are from 1 to 6. Please be careful when you read this. So font size is not 1 to 6. False should be the answer. It's still 7. Choose the correct word. HTML is used for creating web pages. Dash provide extra information to apply the tags, attributes, information enclosed in the title will give the title in your browser. That's a title tag. Dash attribute of the body is used to put a picture. That's set picture background. So BG color, BG gives you color, but background will allow you to set a picture. HN is your heading tags, which are from level 1 to 6. This is your as following. Container tags are what? They have both opening and closing tags. See, opening and closing tag. Empty element has only opening tags. So is it? They do not have closing tag. Size is measured in pixels. Width is measured in percentage. Comic Sans is one of the font type. These are your answers. Which tag is used to change the default for a web page? It is font, uh, base font. Oh, default of the web page. Sorry, this should not be font face. It should be base font face. Base should be added. Sorry, please add base. Which tag is used for showing corrections or revisions? Strike tag. Which syntax is to insert image or image as a background? It is body background. BACKGROUND and the file. Explain the body tag. Body tag is used to put your background colors, text, background pictures, alignments, margins in your web pages. How can you change the font size? And by using the font tag, font face, font size, and color. This is how you do it. What is base font? Base font is a text with Times New Roman as a default and 3. And then if you want to change the default settings, you use to use base font. Base font face is missing here. Please write the word FACE also here. I've forgotten to write. These are your question answers. Rahul wants to run an NGO. Then what would you suggest him? For elderly people. So you need to create a website to get global publicity. And Kiran, she wants to develop a website to create work for publicity. Then you suggest her HTML to create using text editors like Notepad. And she can it can be viewed on any web browser. Okay. And Keval is good in knowledge of monuments, and he wants the people to benefit out of his knowledge. Then what should he do? He should keep updating the information in his web page. So he should develop his own website and create his own web page. Veena develops a web page on sports day. She wants to display the pictures in the background, text in Arial, and I've written the tag here. So the background body, you should give the file name, and to display the text in Arial and color in yellow, she has to write font face Arial, color yellow. Clear? This is your jumble. Some of the tags are found. Please find the remaining. And these are the tags that you need to complete. And this is, you print your name in Thoma font. So you should say font face and Thoma and close font. And put your name in the middle here between these two tags. Print your friend's name in green. Then you have to say font color and put your friend's name and close font. Print 1 to 10 in italics. I put 1, 2, 3 and close italics till 10. Set the title. This is my web page title, and then you have to put all this in step by HTML, then head, then title, and so on, and create all the 6 in one HTML program. All these 6 things you can arrange it in one HTML program and put it as a printout. Here there is an error. Please find the errors. There's no closing tags for title, and title does not come after the head. The closing tag should come here only. And you can see the difference. H1 is opening, but H2 is closing. Wrong. H1 opening means H2 only should be closing. H2 opening, H2 should be closing. Paragraphs. And break doesn't have a closing like this. There's no closing tag for break. It's an empty element. And body should come before the HTML. I've written the thing correctly here. Please create this lab activity. Maybe in the next class, I will show it to you. Clear? And save the document. We will do this in the next class. Thank you for now. Have a nice day. Try to do all your homework.